Team Cherry just released Silksong, the sequel to their critically acclaimed Hollow Knight, and is already considered the hardest game of the year. It came out less than a week ago and has already broken Steam, the internet, and my mental health, all within the space of a few hours. And I set myself a challenge. I am going to 100% Hollow Knight Silksong. I will not be able to quit until I beat every single boss, complete every single challenge, and discover every single Easter egg on the hardest game of the year. Will it take me 1 day, 2 days, my entire life? That's what the goal is. That's what you're gonna find out. Welcome to the Silksong experience. No way! She fights him too! I don't know who made this parkour, but they're a psychopath. They're actually a psychopath. What the hell is this crap, man? What the hell is that? Ah, no, please, please. This is literally the hardest bit of parkour in the entire game. Oh, I'm so stupid. And our journey in Silksong begins with Act 1, Farloom. And let me tell you, this game, I was excited about it. Even though I didn't finish Hollow Knight, when I heard this was coming out, I just had to play it. And look how good it looks. I feel so good. Look, even the grass here, look at it. It moves when I walk on it. Now that's detail. That's attention to detail. Safe to say, myself and a lot of other Hollow Knight players were very excited about this game. This was 7 years in the making. But yeah, we begin in the Moss Grotto, and I was just, learning how to play, learning how to attack. I am a very new player to this kind of stuff, okay? While I do have a little bit of experience, it's not very much. And we had our first little bit of parkour, and I was so hesitant with parkour, because, usually my parkour skills are not the greatest, so I was really taking my time, doing the parkour, and I kept going forward, and then I found this green fruit, but I couldn't reach it, so I moved on, found some vines I could break, and then realized you can actually break walls. And this was gonna lead me to the first boss fight of the game, and we was versing the Moss Mother, and ooh, this was tough. We're good here. Hey, you can't drop bugs, that's not fair. I didn't do that right. That was my bad. Got him. Hey. Oh, my bad. Okay, we dodged those. Get rid of the little bugs first. And then I keep missing him. That's not helpful. Okay. I was taking it slow. I was learning his moves, learning how to react, and I believe that's the best way to do it. But when he dropped at other enemies, it kind of made things a little more difficult. I got a little worried, but things would work out. We got him! Let's go! First boss, first win, first try. And I'm gonna be real. That win gave me like a false sense of confidence for later on down the line for different bosses, and yeah. But we made it up, and then we had our first main objective, the Great Citadel. We had to make it up there, but first we was at Bone Bottom. We was at the bottom of the map, and this place was very strange. It had a very morbid feeling to it. So I looked around, I looked at the shop, see what's for sale. I had no money, but I spoke to everybody, then I moved on. Oh, it's you. And this lady was Sherma. And let me tell you, I think I would die for Sherma. She is so adorable. Like, she's just singing and just chilling, So yeah, we kept going forward, and the enemies, they were starting to get a little more, aggressive and tougher, and we had to get used to like different things. I'm a little ashamed to say that I fell for a trap as well. I broke this floor, and we ended up in a trap room. So now we had to fight so many enemies, and things were a little worrying. So like, thankfully they wasn't too hard at first. So I kind of dealt with them one by one, and then this big boy came, and the big boy did scare me just a little bit, but we handled him too. Then we made it back to the door. Oh, look, it's me. Look, it's me. I got through, and I wasn't singing, but I love your singing. All right, I'll help you through. So we opened the door for Sherma. We had a little chit chat and, see what she's going on in her life. And Sherma's just vibing, okay? She's just enjoying life, singing about, and that's what we love. And then I found this weird structure thing. And let me tell you, all I'm saying is I love the detail in so much of this game. Like, even though this is a bench, look how pretty that looks. That looks unbelievable. I understand why this game took so long. And then we made it to the next location, the Marrow, and this area, it was dangerous. There was lava everywhere, the enemies are annoying, and things were about to get a lot worse. Okay, let me tell you that. So we kept going forward. We kept exploring, seeing more and more enemies, and I kept trying to fight every single enemy I saw. Mainly because I know you can run past them, but I wanted the experience of getting better at beating enemies. Different styles and like different types and everything. Like I was really bad at like aerial hits and then doing downward hits. So I was slowly going to start practicing that, you know, more and more as we played on. But things would get more worrying. Like look right here, like if there was more than one enemy, I would genuinely struggle so much. This was a huge learning curve for me. But as we was exploring, we found this other room and we found a shard pendant. And with that, we could equip it when we're sat at a bench and, you know, add some stuff to our crests. And yeah, that was good. We kept exploring and found another area. And in these areas, there was actually traps waiting for us. And I did not expect traps to be in this game, which I don't know why, because there was in Hollow Knight. But yeah, we kept going forward and we had to be wary of rocks falling down on us. So we had to make sure, like it happened just then. And there's these weird enemies at the same time. So we got to be super, super careful. Things were not safe around here. Even if I think, oh, this is a safe location, I can just relax here. No, we can't. But we had a little, you know, peaceful moment where we found this flea market. And look at these fleas. Look how adorable they are. It was so peaceful. And it was a little change from all the hectic and scariness of the rest of the place. So it was nice to just relax here a little bit. I had a bench too. But then we had to move on and we had to keep exploring. We dropped that platform now and we kept going forward. Every time you hit a lever, just know you're progressing further in this game. And anytime I would find loads of rosaries, I'd grab a bunch of them because I would constantly be dying. Like this might not show it, I was dying a lot. Okay, like a whole lot. But yeah, we kept dropping all these levers and everything and was making our way forward. And then we found one of the most important people in the game, and she was OP, man. She was OP, and she was gonna sell us some of the best stuff ever. And her name is Chakra. Now, Chakra is just like one nigger around these lands. She's a formidable warrior, but she's a salesman. She sells things like maps and, you know, things we can do, like get like compasses and all that. And she was so helpful. But I had no rosaries to actually buy the maps. So right now I was wandering around aimlessly. So I needed a way to make some more rosaries. So I set on my mission to, you know, get more, and then I was gonna buy those maps so I could start making my way forward. But as I was exploring, I found a strange room where I found a hideous beast tied up in string. And I thought, you know what, let him free and we could be friends. But I couldn't break him open. So yeah, I kept exploring even further, hoping, you know, we can find something to break him out later. And then I found this enemy, and this is like the most unthreatening enemy ever, but I struggled so much with it. You did not see before this. I died to this like twice. Okay, like I don't know what it is. Like it just messed me up, man. Like I was just not good at this stuff. And then any of these enemies that dive at you, please die. I hate them so much. Eventually we had enough rosaries and we bought the maps, and then we bought the compass as well, because, you know, in my opinion, you always need a compass because you need to know where you are on the map. And then we found Sherma singing for this beast. And like, look at her, adorable. So we found some more rosaries, kept going further forward to see what we're doing. Right now I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just going forward. We're just going forward and seeing what we can find. And as we did, we found this weird structure. We inspected it, and there was a weird, you know, phrase: daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Like, I don't know what that is, but I got a, you know, instruction to bind, so I kept doing it. I was doing what I was told, and then I got my first ability, and I was excited to use this. I had to use this on the first enemy that I saw. I am so sorry I just did that to you. I am so sorry about that. Okay, you gotta take them all out at once. I hear crying this way, so I'm gonna go and hope that you guys good in here. Yeah, let's rest. So I followed the sounds of laughter and I found the moss druid, and he would be very important in this journey because he gave me a quest, and this quest, if I completed it, I would get a special ability. Sure, why not? Wish promise berry picking. So what I needed to do, remember those green fruits I saw way earlier? So I had to gather 3 of them and bring them back. But with this new ability Silk Spear, I thought I can release this beast. So I decided, let me do that. And then he was not happy and I had to fight him, and he's known as the Bell Beast. And this Bell Beast, man, he was angry. You'd think after saving his life, he would be a lot more, compassionate about this. But things were gonna be a little tough, okay? I wanted to learn his moveset first. I thought that's the best way to do it. Let's just take our time learning everything. There was a lot of deaths. Oh, he's dropping the things on us. He's dropping the bells on us. Oh, this is it's a little scary. Which way are you coming from? All right, we jump. As I was fighting, I learned there was audio cues and specific interactions when he would do different moves. So you could kind of, guess what he's gonna do and prepare for it. He's going low. My face is so itchy. I need to scratch my face. But I don't want to do anything that'll make me die. It's so itchy. He's going high. Okay, that was careful. I wasn't looking for the bells that time. Okay, I was waiting for that one though. Things were going good. I was learning the moves, I was acting accordingly, and we would do this. Oh my god, we did it! Let's go! Oh, my face was so itchy. Ah, we got him. We got him. First try. Easy. Let's go. Liberated. We're a goat. We're the goat. I'm the goat. I'm the goat. I'm the goat. What is that? Oh my god, I didn't mean to touch that. I'm getting touched. The excitement from defeating the Bell Beast was short-lived because something happened. I went to a strange land filled with silk and cobwebs. I didn't know what this was, but I made my way up. I kept going up and I was like, what is this place? And eventually I found a new ability. This ability was strong as well. We got Silk Heart, the ability to regain silk slowly within myself. And that was helpful because that would mean I'm not going to have to constantly get it from hitting people all the time. But this was not a broken ability, not at all. But yeah, so we used the Bell Beast to make it further. And then we started, advancing further in this world. And let me tell you, things were about to get way more difficult. We saw this bell along the way, and then we rang that, hit the lever, and I don't know why, but every time I ring the bell, I have no idea what this does other than open doors. So I was just like, yep, sure, let's open these bells and doors, and let's rest and use the benches and all that. And but yeah, other than that, I didn't know what these bells were for. I was gonna find out very much later why they are so important. So you're gonna want to stick around and find out why they are that important. And while exploring deeper in the Marrow, things that I very much did not like, specifically parkour, was about to become a lot more prevalent in this game now. Parkour was becoming a real thing in this game, and I was gonna have to either adapt or I was gonna be trapped and suffer. But before that, this happened. What is that? Oh, do not touch that. Do not touch red things. Oh my god. My dress is okay though. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so, note to self, don't hit anything that's glowing. And then I started to try learning how to parkour. And these ones, you have to jump and hit them and bounce off of them. I always forget to check my health. I always forget to jump, man. I always forget to jump. God. Oh, okay. So yeah, I kept practicing to do it, and then the downward hit, it comes at an angle, so it's a lot harder than you'd think to bounce between them, like in Hollow Knight. So it was really cool. There's a really cool ability, but this stuff is hard, man. You gotta really get used to it. And I thankfully I got lucky with a few of these. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good. Bro, the feeling you feel when you do it, that feels amazing. Being able to parkour was a main goal of mine, but I was gonna reach the most annoying bit of parkour ever right now. So, are you telling me I'm gonna have to Okay. I'm so bad! I'm so bad! I'm so bad! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so that bad. I actually just died to not being able to hit it. It's weird. It's a weird angle. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, come on. Come on, Metro. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. I can't do this. These deaths just kept coming. I'm not hitting it. I'm on it. I didn't know what to do, but eventually we did it. Oh, I'm so good at this game. I wasn't even worried, man. I wasn't even worried.
Give me those rosemaries. Giving me a wall.
And then the realization kind of just hit me. Don't tell me I have to go back. No, I have to do the parkour and go back. I was gonna have to redo all of it, but things were gonna be on my side because I was improving. No way, I did it first time. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. That satisfaction was crazy, but this was not.
That's a little creepy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a little creepy. Oh, it makes noise. Is that a person? Oh no, it's me making noise. Never mind.
There was so much to the map in Silksong. Specifically, like, look at this guy. I found a little guy like trapped and kept prisoner. So I was like, you know what? Let me break him out. So I let him loose, and I mainly did it because I saw something up top that was shiny, and I wanted that, and I got some throwing knives. So I took these, and I was like, you know what? These are gonna be very, very handy for me. I love using anything that will keep me away from enemies. But I spoke to Grindel a little bit more, and this guy wanted to steal from me. He wanted to steal from me. Can you believe that? So yeah, we left him and we kept going, and we started using the throwing knife, see how they feel. And you get quite a few, to be honest. So that was actually really helpful. And we kept advancing further. And every time I kept going, I just kept looking at this background, and look how good it looks. And as we arrived at the next location, the deep docks, we found another bench, and benches were going to become a lot more scarce as we kept going further. But while we was there, we learned like a weird little Easter egg. If we bring this enemy down to Chakra, she will do this.
Yo, are you chasing me? Bro, no way! She fights him too!
That is sick! No way, if you bring him down, she fights him too. Things like that make me really think. Team Cherry spent 7 years making this game, and it truly shows. There is so much to this world. This world feels real. It feels lived in. It feels so like encompassing and entrancing. It was everything, and I loved discovering everything.
It's the boss room. Can you guys go away? Can you guys go away?
As I reached every single boss room, it was always exciting. I was always ready to learn and improve, and seeing that improvement in myself just made me want to play the game even more, and I loved it. No matter even if it was a trap room, like look at this room. This room was annoying, but I just loved it. Like the amount of enemies that they throw at you.
All right, I don't like the flying guy, so let's get rid of him.
One thing I did know is in each of these trap rooms, whenever there's a flying guy, they always make it so much more difficult. But thank God for these throwing knives. And as I made it past it, we found the Forge Daughter. And just like before, this person was gonna give us another mission. And she was also selling some stuff, but I didn't really have enough money for that. So it made me think later on, I'm gonna need to do some farming for rosaries. But right now, we need to see where we can go. So we kept going, and the enemies, they kept coming, but we did not stop.
Oh, look at it. It's like Bambi. Look, I don't want to kill that. That is adorable. It does not stop moving though, and it's kind of annoying me that it's not stop. Look what you're making me do. Look what you made me do.
We couldn't let anything go, and that's when I learned from Bambi that you can actually run on these lava rocks, and I didn't know that, but you have to be quick. So we started jumping, started going through, and it made me think, no matter what, there's always a way to advance. And we made it to the next environment, this environment of like scorpions and ants or whatever these guys are, but these guys they are difficult, okay? They was not lying when they said each enemy has like 3 or 4 movesets. Each one is always different, and I just struggle with flying ones. But these guys, we dealt with them, and slowly, our skills were improving. And this guy here, when they throw like these little shurikens, just know they can throw them up as well. That caught me off guard quite often. And as we went further, we found another, one of these statues, and we was about to get another ability. So it was time to bind, and as we kept binding, our power increased, and the potential to completing this game fully was coming in. And now we could dash with swift step. This whole game was gonna be way better.
Don't touch me.
So rude. That hurt so much. Dashing makes everything better, but all this meant was the game is gonna swiftly jump in difficulty. Right now we're doing pretty good on like difficulty wise. Like it felt hard, but it did not feel like insane. And I had like a false sense of, you know, confidence and security, thinking, oh, it's not gonna be very hard. And then we found like some locked doors and everything, and I was like, we're getting to a point where like, okay, things are getting a little bit, you know, complex now. We have to go around everywhere to open like a door in one random location to get to somewhere further away. And then we found another boss. What are you thinking? What are we doing? A little spider has fallen from its cage. So lost, so weak. I'm not weak. And let me tell you, at this point of recording, I've completed the majority of the game, and Lace was one of my favorite bosses ever. Like, she may not be one of the hardest, but she was still damn tough, and this felt so good to Versa. Like, just look at the backdrop as well. This was an intense fight, and this is what really got me hooked on Silksong. Her abilities were cool, you know, learning how to dodge them felt so good, and we had to take it slow. I realized for the bosses, taking things slow was way better than rushing them. Rushing them meant leading to mistakes. Hit that. Throw another one. I gotta get closer to it here. There we go. Let's go. And after defeating Lace, we was on top of the world, and we found another bell. Another thing, we didn't know what this does, but opened it another door. So we rung that bell and we made it to Farfields, the next location in this world. And this is where I found, arguably even harder than bosses, this combo of enemies who genuinely messed me up more times than the actual bosses did. Damn, these guys are messing me up, man. Look at them. I struggled with them so much, but I wanted to beat every enemy at least once in every location. So I kept coming back and I kept trying. Oh my god. Oh. They do like these combos, man. And hidden deep in Farfields, I found Chakra again. And every time I see her, boy, is she a sight for sore eyes. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm getting that map right now. And getting those maps helped so much. So yeah, I kept exploring deeper and deeper. And I kept, you know, trying to farm up rosaries, to be honest with you. But I did keep like dying, so I lost a lot of them. And this little spinny one, I had a lot of trouble like dealing with this. I don't know why. He's not even that difficult, but I feel like I was just struggling. But while I was exploring, I found this floating hut, and there was like hot air balloons. And I found this woman in there, and she was a seamstress, and she gave me the task of collecting some like spikes from some enemies and bring them back to her. So that's what I did. And she gave me the ability to start gliding. Now we do this. And we glide over and we miss the thing again. And with this ability, we could now use these streams of air to start floating up, and I could start advancing further. And on the way back, something big happened. I ran into another one. Excuse me? What the hell is that? We met the next boss in the story, the fourth chorus. And this guy, he was tough, but the difference between him was he was strong, but he was a lot slower. And the thing, when he dropped the meteorites from the sky, these were hard to actually, you know, dodge. Come on, bring your head here, man. There we go. Come on, get loads of hits. The trick with this one was to also be patient, but also to stay on the platforms. The good thing is his moves are a bit slow, which does make it a lot easier. But the fact of him being slower does make you want to rush a little bit, thinking, oh, I can get a few more hits in. But that is not a good idea. Oh, is he dead? Did I get him? Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you done? Oh, let's go. We're so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. And I can float. Yeah, not everybody can do that, can they? So good. God, the aura you get from just popping like that. I was on such a high, especially because I felt like I was stuck for a while before that boss and getting this gliding ability, but now I can go even further. There we go. To this left, right one. Now to the left one. And there's going to be some big boys waiting for me over here. We'll go all the way up. And go all the way up. And we go all the way up. Nice. God, it feels so good to actually like go on them. You know, just glide through. What was that? It was like crows.
This literally scammed me. I can't believe it actually scammed me.
Yeah, that thing, if you put rosaries in it, 80 to be specific, you get 60 back in a rosary string.
Oh no, what is this? Oh, there's a sign. It looks like a caramelized apple, but I can hear something inside.
I had found an inn in the middle of nowhere, and there was something so peaceful and, you know, just aesthetic about it. So I found the entrance and I headed inside. And when I headed inside, it felt so cozy, and it was called the Halfway Home. And there was 2 people in there. So I started, you know, talking to everybody, and there was also a bench in there. I met Kriege and I met Nu. So these guys were lovely, and Nu gave me another, you know, task, Bugs of Farloom. He also gave me a hunter's journal so that I can document, you know, different monsters and things that I fight, and I can put them down and I can look back on them. So that was helpful. And with that, we headed further.
We still don't have a map, so we need to find our best friend, the lady that sells the map. What is that noise? What is that noise? No. 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 No, 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 no. Stop. Stop. We don't do this. Oh, what the hell are you?
I was getting more accustomed to these trap rooms now. At this point, it was like every hour or so, okay? And we would play for a while. So yeah, we were headed further in here, and the enemies in this area were much more difficult, especially the one with scissors. Let me tell you, these guys, oh, the amount of trouble I had dealing with these guys, the amount of deaths I had, it was constant. I would die consistently to them, but we kept going further, you know, we kept finding more, and we found like the travel area, and we kept, you know, just progressing. And to be honest, this was just a tough period. Like, I died a whole bunch. I mean, I'm not showing them, but I died a lot, okay? But this is good, you know, good practice, good experience to, you know, improve. And we just kept going and going. But something about this area, it was so creepy, like something big was coming. I dropped this platform and I saw some rosaries to the side, so I headed over to get those. And after I got them, I thought, let me head left. And while I was heading left, things were about to take a turn for the worse.
I saw a sign for a town, and I've still not seen a town yet. What the hell is that?
And Morwing was by far way more difficult than any boss I'd faced so far. This boss genuinely took me like 20 to 30 tries. It took me ages. He was so difficult to deal with, okay? Morwing was such a difficult boss, and I don't care what anybody says, okay? He's not easy. And let me tell you, there were a lot of deaths to come right now.
What the hell was that? He shot that out of his ass. Oh, she doubled. She did a double. Never mind. I kind of missed the diagonal strike. It was kind of like really aura.
Even after all the deaths, we was not quitting. I don't care how crazy this guy got, we was going.
What the hell is this crap, man?
We kept going and going, and eventually we would wear him down, and we was gonna win.
I can heal. Cool. I'm so glad I didn't fall.
Healing in the air there was so clutch, but we had to be careful. We was low on health. One hit would take it all away, so I had to keep my composure.
Oh my god, let's go. Let's goddamn go. Let's go. You got get wrecked, man. Get wrecked. You're so easy. So easy. God, this game, I'm so good at this game. That's what you get, you little stupid. Stop throwing blades out your booty, man. So dumb.
Beating that guy felt so good, honestly. The satisfaction of knowing I'd done that, it felt so good. I knew I was getting better, but as we progressed, we came to one of the creepiest places in the entire game. These strings were holding up just villagers and pilgrims. What the hell is this place? Where am I?
Haunted Belhart. This is gonna be another deep nest situation, isn't it? I just know it. Oh, I just know it's gonna be awful. Oh, there's a bench though. I'll take that. Okay, give me it. Give me the trauma. I'm ready.
While in Belhart, this place really creeped me out, so I had to look around, and I couldn't actually see that much going on. So I used a bench, and then I headed left, and I stumbled into the next environment. And this place, it was called Shellwood. And here, I was gonna die a lot, okay? And the enemies here are not even that tough. I don't know why, it just, they just messed me up so much. Like, especially these guys up top that keep throwing the javelins. Like, I don't know what it is. I just could not deal with them. Like, this one here gave me so much trouble. I'm really getting messed up here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm literally getting messed up. I just died to this little stupid bug. What the hell is that? What? So after dealing with the death, I was back at Belhard, so I decided to actually just look around properly. So I headed up top to see if there was anything else further, but there actually wasn't anything. And these bells, I don't know what's going on. They've got some symbols on them, but I don't know what they actually mean. I was a little confused. I was like, shouldn't there be like more to this place? I just didn't know what to do. So I headed back to the forest and I headed further looking to see if there's like anything new, anything different I could find. So I started heading upwards and these javelin guys, look at this. Look at it. I was just being absolutely tormented by these guys. You can still see like I still feel like a little like, you know, newbie to this game, but I still feel like I'm getting way better, and that improvement is what, you know, I keep striving me, and by the end, trust me, you're gonna see a huge difference in my skill on this game. But I headed up top and then I found this entranceway and found a sign for a bench. Bench, yes. Okay, I don't want to go down though, I want to go up. How to go up to the bench? And my excitement to go to this bench led to me falling into a trap room where there was multiple different enemies. But these first two floating ones that kind of explode are actually not that difficult. You can kind of deal with them. And these little stick insects is also like, they're kind of like dopey. So I don't know why, I kind of messed them up. So I got through this trap room like relatively quickly with no issues. And that, you know what, that felt good. But that was so easy, didn't even get one hit. I think I'm starting to understand this game. I was getting a confidence boost, and then I found this elevator, and my days, this elevator is gonna save me so much time later on. I don't know how many elevators there are, but there needs to be more in this game. Like, you know, constantly going up and down, man. These things take ages. But we headed further and we found Chakra again. And this was perfect. She had some maps I needed, but I had no rosaries, so I'm gonna need to get some. So I headed further and then I saw a little area where I have to do parkour, and my trauma, it came back. All right, we can do this, all right? You're gonna see some great parkour, all right? We can do this. I'm not scared of parkour anymore. Oh my god, what the hell? I'm scared of parkour. I can do it. We do this. Oh. We gotta utilize the glide as well. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, one more time. Go like this. Never mind. Oh, I did it too. Come on, man. How long is this gonna take me? There we go. Easy, fast try. Wasn't even hard. Oh, there's a bench this way though. So we headed further and I found another bench, but again, had no rosaries. Having like a lack of rosaries was becoming an issue. So I, you know, broke the only string I had and I bought this bench because I thought, you know what? A bench will be more important than like, you know, buying a map right now. So I bought the bench because I didn't want to have to constantly like run about, and I didn't know what was gonna, you know, meet me later on. I saw this little platforming area where I saw these like floating bugs, and these guys are so easy, and look at me, I'm struggling so much. Like, what is this? All right, so yeah, dealt with that and I headed left even more and found a new location, Wormways. And I'm gonna be real, when I was here, I felt the trauma of, you know, back in Hollow Knight, you know, when you go through the deep nest, and I was like, please do not be a big location. Please, I am begging you. I did not want to deal with another deep nest situation. But as we was further down, there was this enemy that was guarding this thing. So I picked it up and I got a dead bug's purse, which is another item I can equip at a bench. But I think what I had was actually way better, so I didn't actually end up using that too much. But we headed even deeper into this Wormways, and those platforms that actually like broke away, and I found Chakra again. I constantly was bumping into her. This is probably a bad idea though, because I kept bumping into her, and that meant that, you know, when I come back later, she's not gonna be there in the like previous locations because I found her in the next location. So now there was 3 maps for Shellwood, Belhart, and Wormways, and I had no money for either of them. So I really need to get my money up, you know. So I saw that lever, hit it down, and I found this tunnel.
What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? What the hell was that? All right, let's go back and let's... Excuse me? Oh my God, that is creepy. That is creepy. Lovely. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna hide here. This is awful. This is the grossest enemy I've ever seen in my life. After running away from that creepy damn creature, I don't know what the hell that was, I made it back to Bone Bottom area, which is so strange to me. Like, I was like, what? We did a big loop of the entire map. This is so weird. But there was like a little platforming area, so I started jumping across and I made it into Mossholm. And I was like, hey, what is going on? I'm really going back like all the previous locations I'd been in. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. So I decided to turn around and head back to where I was. Oh, I gotta go through this again. All right, we just run. We just run. It won't catch us if we just run. Just run the entire way. And when I made it back, I realized I can't actually climb up this. You're kidding me. Okay, run. Oh, baby. Oh, stop. Please. Not like this. Easy. And this is where I'd make a grave mistake. As I was trying to, you know, parkour across, I fell all the way down. And I was falling literally to the bottom of Bone Bottom. I was all the way back down to the beginning. You're kidding me. Oh my God, I fell all the way down to... I'm literally right at the bottom. Luckily for me, we had our little boy, you know, the traveling guy. So I took him, went back to Belhart, and I started to, you know, look through Sherwood even more, because I was like, you know what, there's more to this place than meets the eye. I spent like a good hour or so just like looking around to see what I could find, and I found this strange like little hut, and I found this guy inside it. And even like till now, I don't know what this guy was on. I don't know what he wants. I don't know if I should continue this, but I will have to come back and deal with Grey Root and whatever he wants. Right now, I was focused on, you know, finding like the main route to go. Then I found this parkour area, and I was like, you know what, this feels like progression. Okay, we have to do a lot of, you know, parkour and hitting things, and there was a lot of, you know, me falling and, you know, falling down and dying and things like that. But we made it through eventually. It was a game of, you know, just, you know, getting practice in, and it was good. And then like things like this, like, look, I was getting used to parkour, and things like that was helping me a lot in this game. And as we made it up, we found a new area, and this felt kind of like a boss area, but I wasn't quite there yet. Where am I? Oh, this looks like a lot of parkour, and I need to mentally prepare for this. Okay, let's do it. Come on. What was that? Did I do that for nothing? I wasn't sure, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to hit that? I did not even know. So I decided to keep trying to do it. I kept going up top, kept hitting it, but it just was not breaking. And I just wasn't sure, like, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? I mean, granted, a lot of the time, I kept messing up, all right? I kept falling down and not even hitting it. But hey, what is this? Okay, what is this? A polypart. Core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp secretes the sticky sap that wasps subsist on. But this polypart, I had no idea what it was, so I was just like, you know what? I'll keep it, okay? Maybe it'll come in handy later. So, and let me tell you, it did come in handy later, just not quite yet. And then we found this area, and it led to a strange location. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is not a sign. This is a sign for me to leave. What are you? Deep in Sherwood, we found the next boss in this game, the Sister Splinter. And this one I had trouble with, okay? I had a lot of trouble with this. I don't know why. I did not know you could break these vines. I assumed they would go away. Chilling, man. We're chilling. What? I swear I had full health.
I mean, what a way to die. You can see I did not have full health when that happened, so I don't know what I was talking about. But we had to do that whole run back because there was not a bench near there. So this death meant like at least 10-15 minutes of just going back because I kept failing parkour and stuff. So it was a whole process of going back. But when I did make it back, I was focused. I wanted to beat this boss.
Okay, this was the place. Okay, give me my things back and let's do this. I didn't mean to hit that by accident.
I needed to put all the skills that I'd learned, all the experience that I've gathered, and all my knowledge and put it to use against this boss. This Sister Splinter was going down.
Oh, I'm doing a little bad now. Okay, he's dropping vines. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm doing really bad. I was dropping more vines.
And in this moment, I still did not know you could break these vines. I don't know why I was thinking that, okay? I just kind of left them and look what happened.
Oh, he dropped even more vines. What do I do? What do I do? I can't go anywhere. That's some grade A bullshit. That. What the hell is that? Where for me to go? What do I do? You know what the annoying part is? The annoying part is not the boss. The annoying part is just when you like make a simple mistake and then you gotta run all the way back to just get your rosaries again, and then you make the same mistake again. That's the worst part. All right, there we go.
The thing about a long run back to the boss station, it's not that, you know, you have to do the run. It's the mental like trauma it gives you. Like you're getting back, and if you mess something up, it just ruins your boss fight.
Ooh, we gotta break this.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
I hate just running back. I hate running back, man. Okay, that's bull. That's bull. What is that, man? Come on, heal faster.
I don't want to run all the way back.
All this is. Why do I even play this game? Why do I even? And I'm just getting hit from stupid mistakes. Look at that. Look at me. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. What? It's like I like to torment myself by playing this game. Honestly, what is the point? What do I even get out of completing this? Just to say that I've done it?
Ah, come on. Everything is 2 hearts, man.
All right, one more attempt. One more attempt before I gotta go to work. I'm gonna beat it on this attempt before I go to work. And then my shift is gonna be so good. I'm gonna feel so good at work. Like imagine how good I'll feel knowing I beat this annoying ass boss, man. And let's try not to take any damage on the way there, Metro.
And after about my 15th attempt on this boss, we was heading back there, things was gonna change. I'd learned his moveset, I'd learned what to do, and I'd learned patience. So this was gonna be different. I decided whenever the vines would drop, if they was in the way, then I would break them. I would not do that if they was like so far away like that. And I had to remember, whenever he does his strikes, he swaps hands so you know which way to dash. So I remembered that. But we was doing good damage. And then this guy started bringing out some friends, some little Beyblade boys. And these guys, the first few times they came out, I really did struggle with them. But I realized when they came out, I had to focus them first, okay? I had to ignore the boss and I had to take them out. Like these guys would be more like problem than they're worth. So that's what I did. And I started, you know, deleting them, and then there were so many vines, I had no choice, but I had to cut loads out. I needed space to dash around, so I had to chop 3 of them down. And then this guy, I got lucky with dodging all those.
I need to heal. I had to heal. I couldn't do the hits on him.
Yeah, I had to be patient about it. I chose to heal rather than deal more damage.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I did it. I beat him before I got to work. Next attempt. Ah. Man, that feels good. Man, that feels good. Oh. Ah, that was fun. That was a good boss fight. I like that one. We messed them up. That's what you get, you little stupid whatever that was. I don't know, man. Once you figured out how to beat the minions and that he switches hands, it's actually not that hard.
It's crazy the delusion you give yourself when you beat a boss to convince yourself it wasn't that hard, even though it took like 2 hours. But hey, this next session, I had like logged off after I sat on a bench in Belhart, and then you get an Easter egg when you log back in, and you wake up tied up.
What the hell is going on? Why am I hung up? Like, let me out. What in the horror movie kind of stuff is this? Well, that was a weird way to start my gaming session. After that strange, thing that happened, I decided, you know what? I want to spend some time and explore. I spent a lot of time just focusing on finding the next boss room and, progressing in the story. But what I want to do is I want to know more about this world. So that's what I did. Bro, that guy is dripping. Look at him. He's balling out. Bro, this guy's got so many. Can I have some? Oh, yo. Chill, man. What the hell? Like, I just want to say I appreciate the drip. But he wants to. Oh, that was a lot of hits. Okay, all right. This is how we're gonna do it. All right, run. After dealing with that guy, I took all the rosaries I could get from him. He was a little annoying, but hey, the rosaries are worth it. There we go, mate. That's what you get. Look at all these rosaries, though. I'll take them all. I'll take them all. I mean, about 40 rosaries, so that's pretty good. And then I found this room with loads of spikes, and you gotta do parkour to get to the end. And I was lucky enough at the end to find a mask shard, which makes it number 2. So that was great. I got that. Oh, lovely. I have to go all the way back. That's exactly what I wanted. And then the parkour going back was tough, okay? Like, I didn't have enough throwing knives to hit everybody, and there was all that weird angles, and I gotta be careful about the spikes up top. Like, I kept hitting the enemy down and accidentally hitting the spikes up top. So this was an issue I had to deal with. Well, how do I get by that? Because if I hit it down, he's just gonna explode and hurt me. And if I jump over him, look at that, man. And these issues, they lasted a while, and I was a little worried. I was like, what do I do? I didn't want to die and lose all my rosaries, so I kept trying to, hit them away, but I kept just falling into the spikes. But slowly but surely, we made it across, and we kept all our rosaries, and that's all that mattered. Oh my god. But yeah, that was good, and we headed back even further, and it was time to explore even more about this world. Thankfully here there was water at the bottom, so I didn't have to struggle there. But this was how I died after that. So you'd think all that work and to die like that, but at least I didn't have to do the parkour to get the rosaries back. So I started exploring a little bit more, and then I found another polyp heart. At this point I still didn't know what these are for, but I did get a quest later on where you have to get, I believe, 6 of them. And I made it to about 2 or 3 at this point. So I kept exploring, and I found this little tunnel thing that kept spawning these little bugs, and it took ages to crush. And these bugs, they were so annoying, man. They just kept spawning and spawning, but we got rid of them. And then I headed back to Belhart, and I wanted to look for if there was anything here that I had not seen. So I couldn't find anything at that point, so I took the travel thing and I headed back to the Scissors Boys area. I think that's Greyheart, something like that. So I headed back over there, but I looked around, gathered some rosaries, and then I headed back to Belhart. And then I found a hidden room. Where does this lead? All right, this is a little creepy. Keep going down. Oh, hello? Belham, what do you want? Slave? A bit racist, don't you? How did he know I wasn't white? So that Belham, it was a little strange, okay? I don't really know what the point of this guy was. He kept just shooing me away. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I have to do something later on and then come back to him, and then maybe it'll progress some sort of side quest. So that's what I did. I ignored him. I headed back, and then I headed to the Wormways because I realized I didn't actually explore this fully. So I decided to look around to see if I've missed anything. And these enemies here, God, the fact that they dig into the walls, man, so annoying. So yeah, we headed all the way down to the bottom, avoiding these falling worms, doing as best we can to not die, because going back in this area is gonna be a huge chore. And then we started running through this area, I wanted to actually defeat this beast and see if you get anything good from defeating him. At this point, I think I'd done 20 hits and I still hadn't killed him. So I just gave up on that. So yeah, and then eventually back in the forest area, I found this. And we was about to get another new ability, and this was gonna progress us so much further. So much more of the map was about to open up, and I was ready for it because I had just unlocked Cling Grip. And this would allow me to, cling to walls and jump off them and, do wall jumps and everything like that. And this was gonna genuinely
changed so much for me. So I put this ability to use straight away and saw a wall right next to it and started climbing that, which took me even further into the forest. Finally, I can wall jump, man. This is like the best part of the entire week. At this point, I thought, you know what? I want to buy some more maps, okay? But I don't have the money. So I decided to head back to the halfway home and do a little strategy I realized to farm a bunch of rosaries. And this was so easy to do. We get 30 by doing that. Literally, that's the best way to do it. Like, you just run all the way back here. You heal up, you know, get your arrows back and everything. You run all the way back. And then you literally just spam this. Just go like that. Boom. 30 rosaries. And you just keep doing that. The fastest way to farm rosaries with like little to no effort. And we're just gonna keep going. Like, look at us. It was at what, like basically nothing a minute ago, and it takes like 10 seconds, man. This method was so easy, it was so fast. We could farm so many rosaries, and it was like little to no, you know, kind of danger. And then you just take all your rosaries to this, and then you just like turn them into the actual rosary strings, and you can just hold on to them without actually losing them. I think that's how it works, and that's like the smart way to do it. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. After turning a bunch of them into rosary strings to keep them safe, I decided to look at the map, and the map looked a little bare because I didn't have the other maps from, Chakra. So what I needed to do was I needed to find her. I struggled to find her for a while. I spent a good few hours, and then I realized if you go down to Bone Bottom, I discovered if you hit this little pillar thing, which has like a circle thing on it, I don't know what it is, you'll find her and she'll come back. So I turned my rosary strings into actual rosaries, and I decided to buy as many maps as I could. So that's what I did. I bought them all and I filled out this map, and it was time to explore and really discover more of this world. 7 years was spent making this game, so I wanted to know more. But what I also needed was more rosaries, because I'm no doubt gonna need way more maps. So I spent a good while, farming rosaries. I got just like a whole bunch. I kept, abusing this strat, and by the end I had 1,000 rosaries. What is actually the best thing to buy from this shop? Like, I genuinely, I don't know. Okay, 500 for a simple key seems crazy, but I feel like that's probably important. But are things like craft metals or like magnetite brooch, are these even like worth it? Like, should I buy rosary strings or should I just make them myself? I don't know. What's actually good to get? I may as well buy a simple key because it may come in handy later, so I'll just buy it now. What's this? Help gather up rosaries on the road ahead. Shall I get that or shall I get a mask shard? I don't know. Maybe I could buy, I got 500, so I could literally buy, I could buy all 3 of them. So I may as well. We'll buy the mask shard as well. Oh, look at this. We got 3 out of 4. 1 more to go. Can I buy the last one from you? Nah, okay. Well, we'll get a craft metal though. So I bought everything I could, and then I looked at the map and I was looking at any areas which had not been filled out. So, any entrances which was like open a little bit on the map and you could clearly see lead to another location. And I was like, you know what? Let me head over there. First, I decided, let me go to Moss Grotto, because I remembered a quest I had. I had to gather a bunch of these green fruits. Remember this one? All the way from the beginning, and I couldn't reach it. So I decided, you know what, let me go back. This is the last one I need. So I headed over there. I grabbed this one, this moss berry, and then I headed back to finish off the gather, berry picking quest. And I spoke to the moss druid, and he gave me something which is actually so handy. Finishing these quests are actually very recommended. I would trust like anybody that would complete these to make the game so much easier. Like, trust me, if you wanna do better on this game, complete these kind of quests that you get, these gathering quests. So helpful. So yeah, berry picking, the wish was granted, and by completing this quest I got given the druid's eye. This would mean that silk would like naturally like form when I get hit, so this would be really handy to heal. So I went to the bench, I equipped that, and I decided to head even deeper down into this map. Specifically, I headed to the Marrow and saw this entranceway which I had not gone to, and I discovered that there was a mini boss here that I had not fought before. So you know what? It was time to lock in. I was gonna defeat these bosses. I was gonna speed run this game. I was gonna fix up. I wanted to complete everything in this game, 100%ing it, maybe even 112% if that's possible in this game. So that's what I decided. I really locked in when facing this boss. He was a little difficult, but like overall, I think compared to what I fought before, he was not that, you know, different or like anything. Like, you just gotta be careful to just dodge, like, you know, when he comes out the ground. So if you're able to dodge that, you're fine. And then when he jumps, you just gotta dash towards him. This situation, I messed up because I dashed backwards. You should dash towards him. A pro tip with this guy is best to stay close to him if you can. So that's the best way, because you can dodge like a lot of his hits. So that's what I did. I stayed as close as I could, dealt as much damage as I could. Bro, that was the easiest boss ever. You're not even that hard. Come on, bro. Fix up, man. The rest of them have got a good reputation going. You can't ruin it for them. Maybe the reason why I did so well was also because, you know, I'm getting better. But eventually we reached Hunter's March, and the parkour in this place, I would believe it would make a lot of people quit this game, okay? But me, nah, I had gotten so much better at parkour. Like, just look at this skill. Look at me go. Yo, I'm gonna be real. I've got parkour down. I'm so good at it. Look at this, man. And I was quickly introduced to why, you know, the developers of this game are genuine criminals. Because tell me why this is in this location. What the hell is that? Who? What? Whose idea was that in the dev team to put that crap in it? I gotta remember, these guys love to put traps about, so yeah, that was a fun to discover, you know? The anger I felt in that moment was crazy. And then we reached this parkour area, and when I got to the end of it, you know, using my skills, I reached another room. Oh, great. Lovely. What is it this time? And this was the most annoying mini-boss room in my life. It was so bad. You don't know how long this room took me. This room took me longer than any boss I faced. And that's including any future bosses, bar one of them. You'll see that later on. But this one, genuinely, I died so damn much. Death after death after death. These flying guys, I could not deal with them. My mental boom was crazy. Like, even the run back, I was starting to mess up on that. Man, oh my god. I was so close. It would have been one more hit. You could tell, like, slowly I was losing my mind. I was getting angrier and angrier. Oh my god, they're so aggressive, man. How do you beat these guys? And after a solid, like, genuinely, like 2 or 3 hours, I finally was able to deal with them. And all I had to do was just I had to grind this out. These flying guys are the bane of my existence. And the moves are not even that, like, complex or anything. They're just annoying. Like, they always, you don't know where they're gonna aim the javelin when they throw it, man. And then they always throw like 2 or 3 enemies at you. It's like, come on, man, 1v1 me. Like, do you not remember the Call of Duty days? Like, but yeah, it was really locked in at this point, and I was like, I just want to get through this. I don't care what I have to face after it. No, I got this. Don't this up. Don't this up. Don't mess it up. There we go. Let's go. Oh my god, you guys are the most annoying bosses. This is the most annoying room I've ever done in my life. Thank god. Give me a bench. Please give me a bench. That took me way longer than I wanted. Making it through that mini boss room was the best feeling of my entire, like, I don't know, week. That felt so good. And I was looking for a bench, begging for one, and I was able to find one. And then this happened. Oh my god, thank god. I've been begging for a bench for so long. Thank god. This game, man. What the f is that? What the f is that? Yeah, these devs, man, they love traps. And then I found another annoying mini boss room. Oh, great, another one of you guys. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. And yeah, my mentality at this point, I still had not, like, kind of logged off at this, like, point. So I was still kind of dealing with my mental boom, and things was gonna get even worse dealing with this mini boss room, let me tell you. Bro, what the hell is this bullshit, man? What the hell is this bullshit? Oh my god, I'm so far away too. So far away. So it was great. That bench I hit before, like, did not even save that location. So that's even worse. And I kept coming back and I just kept dying. Bullshit,
man. This game is fucking bull. What stupid fucking combo of like enemies to face. Like what the do you even do against that shit? I'm not playing this game.
After a quick little break, you know, I came back and I decided, you know what, let's ignore that mini boss for now and let's head even further down to the right and see what we can find. And then I saw like these little things indicating that Chakra's here. So I found her and I was like, let me buy a map.
Finally, I found you. I'm probably gonna need a map for this place. Do I have enough? I do have enough. Thank God I got this rosary thing. So I'm gonna buy a map. Chakra, please. Please, I need it so bad.
After buying the map, I went deeper into Hunter's March and I found these caged dead bodies. It's a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie, and I saw an entrance to a new building, but it was shaking like something big was inside it. So I headed inside, completely like unaware of what I was about to, you know, experience, and the fact that I was about to fight one of the most annoying bosses in the game so far. So yeah, I used these updrafts to climb as high as I could, avoiding the spikes, and I was doing so well. And I was like, you know what? Parkour and like just getting around the map. I'm getting so good at this. I'm getting so good at dodging traps and everything. I had so much confidence, so I went even lower.
Right, let's go slowly. Don't hit any spikes. Just go easy. There we go.
Yeah, safe to say the devs really do not want me to be happy, but I did something cool right here. Watch this.
Oh my God, I blocked all of them. That's crazy. I literally blocked all of his hits.
I literally never parry, which I probably should, but that felt so good. And then it was this.
Oh, what the hell is that? That's a big boy. Savage Beastfly.
The Savage Beastfly. This annoying little bumblebee looking guy. So damn difficult. I don't care if any of you say, it's literally the easiest boss in the game. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then when he drops other enemies too, oh my days, man. I did not know what to do and how to deal with it. But, you know, through my multiple deaths, I learned that one way to deal with it would be when he drops enemies, when he headbutts the ground, I could kind of like direct him to hit them and kill the enemies for me. So that's what I tried to do. I was trying to be a lot more safe. And you know, when there's like 3 enemies like just now, it's really hard to be safe. Let me tell you that. It was very hard, but I was getting used to like doing aerial hits more and more, and this made a big difference. And I can't believe we made it to 4 enemies at that point, but the Beastfly was nice enough to get rid of 2 of them for me. And then we kept wearing him down. These, you know, aerial shots were so beneficial. That's the way I got most of my hits on this guy, when he went low. But like just now, I had to go high and then I got him.
Get wrecked, you little bitch. So easy. Wasn't even worried. Get wrecked. Oh my God, I almost did it with no hits as well. I almost took no hits. I messed up near the end. I was doing so good, but get wrecked, man. You annoying little boss, man. Thank God I don't have to deal with you ever again. Yes, claim whatever this is. I'll take it. Take it. Stupid ass boss, man. Bind.
Yeah, can you tell the Savage Beastfly really did affect my mental boom, and you know, he really messed me up a lot, so it felt good to get rid of him, alright? It was a lot of, I felt so happy honestly just getting through that. He was just more annoying than fun. So now I decided to spend some more time filling out the map because I had not explored everywhere just yet, so I kept looking around. Oh, I got a simple key, I can open this. Alright, sick, let's do that. What are we getting? What's happening? Where are we going? Please don't be another crazy boss like the stupid B one I just did. That just headbutts everything. After opening the door, I found like a deeper area into like this forge bit. And I found some new enemies too, like these lava exploding ones. I hate anything that shoots things out their body. Like, they're just annoying, okay? So we started going around fighting whatever we could, getting beat up as much as we could too.
Bro, this guy's messing me up, man. What the hell?
And this area was actually so fun to explore. Like, just the different kinds of enemies. I don't know, it was so fun. And then this big boy here, this guy, he literally followed me from the top of the map. He follows you, like he jumps from platform to platform. I did not know that they do that. So yeah, that was kind of rough. And then I found this lever, hit that, went even further into like these forge area. And then I found an entrance, which took me over to this area in Farfields, where I found the most important item of my entire run. the warding bell. This meant when you're healing, if an enemy hits you, you won't take damage. It gives you like some sort of shield, and then it will save you. So if you like mistime your heals. But the thing is, I think it also does your heals off at the same time. I've had some times where they hit me right at the end, so my heals still go off, but it's protecting me from the hits. So yeah, that is actually very, very helpful. Using that, we explored even deeper, and I found this place where it says inspect. So I felt like there's a bench in there. So I paid to go inside it, but I thought, you know what, the door should stay open, right? No, it does not stay open. I decided I wanted to fight this guy instead of going against, so I wasted the rosaries. Like, look, the door closed. Like, what the hell? So we went back to, like, you know, Greymoor, and I decided to go right when I go up like the updrafts, because I not actually looked right. I only went left where I found the halfway home, and when I went right, I found chakra here, and then I realized, you know what, I don't actually have some maps. So I was like, well, specifically the Greymoor map. So I decided I want to get this, but I don't have enough rosaries. So you know what that means? It's time to do some farming of some rosaries. So I went back to do my usual strat at the halfway home. You know, this guy probably loves seeing me. He's like, oh, yeah, you're back again. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to make some more money. And then I don't know, I've not spoken to him again. But I kept, you know, abusing this strat and just kept farming as much as I could. I made a whole bunch, and then I made loads of rosary strings, because I'm like, I'm just trying to be safe. I don't care if it costs 20 rosaries to make them. I'm gonna do them anyways. So yeah, I bought Greymoor map, and then I headed deeper to the right where I would find another location, and I really did enjoy this area. I didn't enjoy the enemies so much, but I enjoyed this area. I found this weird little hut, right? So I went round, opened the lever, then I headed inside, and inside there was a lot of, you know, rosaries like strung up, but then I found a mini boss room, and these guys, I don't know why I struggle just with anything flying. Okay, anything flying, and I'm like, you know what, it's gonna take me about 50 attempts to win, and this game is just me grinding. All right, it's me going through and just figuring it out and just messing up. This is probably like attempt 22, you know, at this point. Like, it's crazy, especially these little flying buddies here. At least these guys were not too hard, so dealt with them. And as I kept going, I defeated all of them. And you know, once I got through like the big boys, I was about to discover a new area of the map, but I had to use this like little bouncy thing, open the lever at the top. And what it did was, outside, you see these little balloons? I can now start parkouring around them. So I kept using them to go higher and higher. And frankly, I was doing this just purely because it's quite fun, okay? Like, the downward slash makes parkour so much better. There you go, where am I? Oh, this looks a little dangerous. After parkouring all the way to the top, I found another one of these. I don't know what they're called, but you get a new ability, and I'm down for it. Oh shit, what another power. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours. Reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Ooh, okay. I'm always down for another ability. Here, I got another aggressive ability. Thread Storm. And let's see how this works. Oh my god, that's broken. What the hell was that? I'll do it again. Come here. That is crazy. Okay, I want to just spam using that, honestly. It was nice to get a new like aggressive ability. A lot of the stuff I have is just like for traversing around like the world and stuff. So having something more aggressive felt good. So as I went deeper, I found this bell, and I was like, oh, let's just ring this bell too. I had rung about like what, 4 bells now? 4 or 5, I don't know, but I was just like, I don't know what they're for, but I'm just doing them because they're opening doors for me. And as I, you know, explored deeper, I found another area, and this area, it was quite ominous. I don't know why, it was like hidden away. I only got up here because I could do wall jumps now, so I never found this area before. And here, I would find the next boss in the game, and this boy, he was angry. Oh, that's a boss. That's a boss, Skull Tyrant. The Skull Tyrant was a heavily aggressive boss. Like, this guy is like, it's like constant pressure. Ooh. But his moveset is not that difficult, to be honest. Oh my god, he's really aggressive. I mean, after dealing with the first couple deaths, you kind of get used to him pretty quickly. So this is like my 4th or 5th attempt, and then you just kind of, you gotta just, you know, watch out for the floating like rocks that fall down. Once you can handle them, you're pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, and you can like stay close to him a lot of the time to do the hits when he's doing like other moves. And then, yeah, you just gotta dodge the low hit, you gotta dash when he jumps, and then you just stay next to him. And with that, like, that's about it. He doesn't have a next stage or anything, and you just keep dealing with him, and eventually, I beat him. But this was a really fun boss. I got a crown fragment from him, And I really enjoyed that boss fight. It makes me think like things like that, man, it makes me love the game. So I renewed my silk and then decided to have a little break. I went to the flea caravan to talk to my boys, use the bench and just have a look at the map and see how much more I'd opened up. And as you can see, the map has really filled out a lot more, but there's still a lot of, empty spaces. Like here in a bell heart, I didn't know how to go upwards there. And I was like, what goes up there? There's a bell icon. Surely there's a bell over there. I didn't know where I was actually going at this point. I had to figure out. So I decided to go up top and then I found this area, like there's a kind of like mines or something. So I started exploring there, hoping like, maybe this will lead me further in the game. And I found like some extra, passages, and then there's these big boys in these, in these tunnels, which kind of block the way. And you gotta kind of hit them from below to get them. So I took them out and I kept exploring. God, there's traps everywhere. What the hell? Nowhere was safe, but I knew I was making progress. All right, I reached the bottom. Whatever this is, though. I don't know. Marrow. This led to the marrow, which meant there was another way to get to that area. So clearly there was other areas that I had not explored. And it made me think, back in Shellwood, there was an area I didn't explore because now I had wall jump. The chain there, maybe I should be able to wall jump and reach that flower. Oh, great. I hate these guys. The gate over here, maybe I can open it. Can I open it? If I hit this bell. And here we got another bell, but what this opened was one of the gates that was next to the travel part in Shellwood. So now I can run through there, and I was like, you know what, I've not been this way, so this must be the right way I'm going. And I headed left and found this. All right, I don't have a map for this area, so maybe I'm in the next bit. So I need to find chakra now. Oh, traps, lovely. I'm glad that this is exactly the same and has not changed throughout this entire run. What's up here? A weird sign. Accept the judgment, the rise beyond that all who stand up Farloom's holy crest prove pure of will and want. I found another bench, which is weird because there's so many right now. I think it is a bench. Okay, I'll take that. And with that, we headed to the most dangerous area. Oh, it is windy. The blasted steps. This place looks crazy, man. Oh, what are these? Look at, they're like the little sandworm things from Dude. Look at them. Look how bad they want me. It's nice to feel wanted for once. I argued the enemies in the blasted steps are the hardest. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, I'm getting messed up. I'm getting really messed up. These enemies, till now, I think I've only beaten one of them. These guys are so difficult to deal with. I didn't know how to do, what was the best way. So I decided to spam like the upward strike, and I got pretty good at this, but even still, he would still block it. So I tried my best, but this was kind of the only way I could actually defeat him. Damn, that guy was actually really hard, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know how to beat him. I guess hitting him from above is kind of the only way to do it. Exploring the blasted steps meant could be death in like any area because there was so many enemies and there was so much parkour to do. But I kept going, but I took my time, especially when I was doing the parkour around here. I had to be careful. I kept looking around. You gotta float around, and then you see those like little metal balls in the sky. You gotta parkour across them, do a downward hit across them. So yeah, that's all this was. I was going further and further, and then I hit this lever. Oh, lovely. As you can see, I was having a lot of trouble with the enemies over here. All I knew was I wanted to get out of here as quick as possible. And I reached this location where I found another kind of enemy, which is way worse. What the hell is this? These guys, I don't know what it is. It's always the flying ones, I'm telling you. But yeah, we started going across even further and found Chakra. I missed you. Or Shanka, child-wielding needle. Have you seen trace of my master nearby? I feel she was here only recently. Cannot say for certain, Chakra, though if she travels seeking skilled opponents, these steps would serve her well. The warriors watching over them are formidable. After speaking to Chakra, I bought the Blasted Steps map, which helped a lot, to be honest. And I knew at the top right there's an icon, so that was my goal. I wanted to know what that was, so I headed over there. You gotta use all your skills to make it over there now. You gotta use wall jumps, you gotta do parkour, you gotta avoid these big stupid enemies. And then eventually, I made it to the top. Okay, I made it to the top. Let's go right. There's a sign for a bell. So I'm hoping we can find a bench or something up here. And now I was in the final area to reach the end of the blasted steps. But the environment, it became more dangerous. The parkour became more difficult. But persevering, eventually I made it to the end. And then I found some new people. So I made it to the bell area. What's here? Oh, it feels like a boss room, man. Feels like a boss room and there's no bench nearby. We good? Oh, never mind. Just you guys. The gate. Oh, the grand gate to the citadel stands. What? We're here. We beg you, open the way and let we poor insignificant little pilgrims crawl into the light. Have you heard of means to open this gateway? Weapons blunted and not, no holes for keys. 'Tis the bells, they say, the holy bells upon the path that open the way. Tell me what you know of their location, and I shall seek those that remain silent. I shall tell you of the shrines and their locations as we have heard them spoken. Oh, nice. All right, ascend. So what's this? There's a old bell in Bellheart that's left. Okay. Alright, it must be at the top then in that room. I've not found it. So ringing all of those bells clearly did have a purpose. I'm glad I was going around ringing them all, finding them just like randomly. So yeah, I needed to go back and ring one more, which was in Bellheart, but I spent ages and I couldn't find it. So I decided to explore around just a little bit more, and then I remembered the tunnels that were above Bellheart and below it. So I decided to look around, you know, both areas. I was like, seeing what I could find. And then I also remembered maybe there's a little area down here. So I looked and I found this opening where I saw the bell. That looks like the bell down there. It's all webbed up. I feel like there's gonna be something that's gonna be waiting for me. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. I cannot wait. Oh. What the hell is that? Thought you was a boss. They shall join union upon your thread. A gift for your waking. A world strong to serve. Creature, your claws guide those cursed threads, but you are not their source. What role do you play in this vile affliction? Wait, is he a boss? One of those who dared to flee, she has found her way at home at last. I'll find her shell and silk and claw for you. Mother, let me claim her all for you. Oh, she's a boss. Oh, lovely. And it was time for another boss fight. And this move here, I genuinely did not know how to dodge it for so long. What the hell do I do? And this was starting to stress me out. Every time he did that running ability, I was always freaking out, like how do I dodge it? But everything else, I was like, oh, they're annoying, but I can kind of deal with them. I was kind of messing up with the bells being dropped. Oh, she dropped 3. You can't dodge it. I actually had no idea how to dodge that. And then this was my first attempt, so I had to keep going. And I just had to keep testing things, see what would work. And that's all this is, trial and error. But things were not going very well. How do you dodge that? How do you dodge that? And the next attempt was exactly the same. I still had no idea how to dodge that. Whenever he would do it, I just kept getting hit by it and it just kept messing me up. How do you dodge it? Regardless of not knowing how to dodge it, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna take the hit with this and I'm just gonna keep attacking this guy. If I can dodge everything else, it should be fine. And that's how I kept going. Bro, you're so stupid, man. So stupid. Is he dead? He's not dead. I thought I killed him. Oh, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? He got way more awkward in that second phase. But eventually, I figured out you just gotta float to dodge the lower attack. And after doing that, things started to look up. Whenever he would do the diagonal bell drops, that did kind of mess me up a little bit. I always messed up like the movement and my positioning, so I would keep getting hit by that constantly. But I was not willing to let go. I wanted to beat this guy. I was not going off until I beat him. And things were going good. I just had to keep working, keep dodging, and being more wary of the bells being dropped. I unknowingly accidentally dashed into a bunch of them, and I really need to work on that because I get too excited for this. But I was able to get a lot of easy hits on this guy, so that's what I did. I just kept going, but again, the bells kept messing me up. This boss, it was hard, it was stressful, it took a lot of attempts, but it was fun. And the satisfaction of defeating this boss was what was striving me forward. I needed to know what it felt like. I needed to ring that bell, and I needed to get into the Citadel. And eventually, we got him. We defeated this boss. And this one, man, did it feel good. I understand why Hollow Knight players love it so much. Silksong is truly a banger.
Oh, that was a lot of anger. Well, that was a really fun boss fight. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that.
After defeating the boss, I unlocked a new ability, Needling, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool, I can play some music with this. But I awoke back in that creepy dimension. So I headed up and I was like, what's going on? I had to do a little bit of parkour, and I went to the top, and then I was met with a creepy little cutscene. What is this? Inspect. Yeah, please don't be another one. I've just had such an awful one to deal with. Never mind. What is this? It's strange. For her light eternal, our song sustains. Well, we got this cut open now. Can we like get this bell going? We can. Oh, nice. All right, how do we ring it? Let's ring this baby. Let's go. That's the last one, and then we can open the doors to the Citadel. Oh, it actually didn't take me that long to beat her. And with that, the bell was rung. We had rung every single bell we needed, and it was time to go back up. But Bellheart had been revived. Though glorious Bellheart may be past its finest shine, it still remains the last friendly stop before the Citadel. We're actually about to reach the Citadel. Did you have anything? Oh, I can buy memory lockets here. Damn, they're expensive though. The villagers and pilgrims had been brought back to Bellheart. That felt good, but I was going back to the Citadel. All right, we're here, but damn, I do gotta heal up, man. Oh, hey guys, you guys want to see something cool? Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, they're walking. That was all me. All along the path now. We need only music. Oh, where's the little singing one? Any music is sweet enough. Oh, we'll play the needling. Damn, we can even play that. Talent. You guys need to work on your voices though. And when I made it to the door, I was not expecting to face the hardest boss in the game. Oh, what's that? Oh no. Oh, lovely. The last judge. Ah, no, please, please. I wanted something. Okay. Well, that was the quickest boss fight I've ever had in my life. Oh, look at you. What are you doing here? I was looking for somewhere to rest my weary shell and found this cozy station. Have faith. I can't believe she's made it all the way here. No harm can come to us on this holy ascent. We only need to keep our gaze upwards. This was the last judge. I needed to defeat this guy to be able to enter the Citadel. This was a rite of passage, and I had to win. But let me tell you, the last judge was so tough. He didn't have loads of different moves, but it's just, he had different phases. And these different phases, once he reaches the second phase, fire starts coming out. Roger that. Come on, we got this. There we go. Okay, this one is an annoying one. There was a lot of fire abilities where you had to position correctly, or you had to hold yourself in the air and things like that. Positioning was so important in this, especially when you would hit the ground and you have to float in the air. You have to be ready for that. But doing the downward slashes on him helped so much. But you can't really tell like that easily when he's about to do a different ability. I feel like there's less like room for like, you know, time to realize what he's actually gonna do, and then things got even faster. His speed of attacks and fire started to improve. The last judge was not going down without a fight. He was so determined to defeat me, but me, I was getting into that citadel one way or another. I just had to be careful. At this point, it had taken so long. It had taken so many hits, and I needed to win. I was not gonna do another attempt. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get die! Die! Please be dead! Please be dead! Please be dead! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Run away! Run away! Run away! I didn't think it was gonna explode though! Oh my god! Oh! Yep, he's dead. Oh my god, please do not be another boss. That last judge was rough. Open that door, baby. Act 2. Oh my god, that was just Act 1. Oh, Citadel of Song. Okay, let's do this. We had made it to the Citadel and to Act 2. I thought that was near the end of the game, but it's not. We've got so much more to do, and we're gonna keep this for the next video that's coming very soon. And let me tell you, there's a lot happening. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's even worse. I'm really trying to focus getting through this place. Oh! That's let's get the life out of me. Oh, what the? Bro did not want to live. It's those guys on the wall, isn't it? I don't know who made this parkour, but they're a psychopath. They're actually a psychopath. This is literally the hardest bit of parkour in the entire game. I'm going to be 100%ing this game. So if you did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.